Alright, yeah. Due to popular request, I shall deliver upon you Apocalypse 2, how can you get 120k? Because why shouldn't we max out content on day 1? There's 3 key units to being able to do this. Number 1, Elowin. Alright, Elowin is basically required. And she has technically a second requirement. If you wanna have an easier life, if you wanna not struggle as much and just do it way safer, Elowin's A3 provides a chance to dispel debuffs from allies. Remember that she can heal up to 3 allies per basic attack, so she has 3 instances of a 20% chance to dispel debuffs. And that's just what really helps you cruise through that wave where you can't clear the poison. That is number 1. Then you have a Carnelian in high attack speed, high rage regen gear at A0. Basically, Carnelian is your one all, be all, do all cheat card. And she's just going to give this soul essence to absolutely everyone. She's going to refresh it for everyone. And she's basically your bad RNG slash overall, if something goes wrong, equalizer. She's going to be keeping everyone alive, and even if someone gets hit by, for example, all the rocks from 10 hardness stacks at the same time, Carnelian will still just turn them invulnerable and keep it going. And then lastly, it is going to be Fercy. So Fercy, we'll build him tanky so he himself doesn't become a liability. We give him high attack speed, rather high rage regen. And the main reason why Fercy is here is to increase the healing received by 20% after taking AoE damage, and also to reduce the AoE damage taken by 25%. Now the last, I guess, key hero, but he isn't necessarily the only one who can do this, is going to be Alistair. Alistair is going to be providing us with some beautiful damage reduction, though another possibility would be using the damage reduction from A5 Volker. So that's the core. And then another unit that has to come in, yes, you can't evade it for too long, that is going to be Constance. So Constance or Dolores are going to be ones you can't run away from, no matter how hard you try. And then the rest is pretty much you just putting in units that either stun, do damage, or do true damage. In this case for us it's going to be Praetus, Lust, Arrogance, Salazar, and Torador. So into the fight we go. We'll do gearing at the end. Are you ready for a long ass fight? Are you ready for a long ass fight? Because this fight is going to take quite a while. So we'll be going in with Elowin right here, Carnelian next to Elowin, and Fercy in. I'm bringing Praetus and Alistair, and from here on out placing our units right around here. We'll go with Lust last because she actually has a Wailing Skull and could ruin it. So if you take a look, we have everyone in range of Elowin if she casts her ultimate, so everyone is going to get cleansed. Everyone is in Fercy's range, and the most important part though is everyone is in Carnelian's range. From here on out it goes into 2 times speed. And then it's not quite exactly full on auto, but it kind of really does feel like it. So here we're just going to cast Praetus early at 2 stacks, so we can get some more damage reduction stacks and some good RNG. As you see, for the very first phase, we don't even really need to care. We're able to kill it without any problems. So then we come into the true damage phase. We're just going to be using our ultimates as they come. Praetus here. Right here, Fercy for some extra inspiration, Constance as soon as ready, Lust as soon as ready, Arrogance is going to be doing his thing on his own. Also Torador, he isn't going to do a bunch, but he's pretty much just there to give us that nice defense reduction and help out a bit when it comes to the chainsaws. So from here on out, it really is just relying on that whole battery between Fercy, Carnelian and Elowin. Those give a humongous amount of survivability. Now, Acidic Venom, as soon as the second cast happens, that's when we cleanse with Elowin, and then just continue on with life as if nothing happened. We're just going to take a bit of damage here. First, he is going to help out with mitigating that damage. Alistair is going to have the permanent damage decreased. And here we go, just laying straight into the boss. Boss already died here. We can go with Salazar again. So Salazar's, the main reason why we're taking Salazar is because there's no stronger Nightmare unit. Just no stronger straight up Nightmare unit. And Salazar also provides the really reliable bleeds as well as some extra lifesteal for himself, and also increasing his health with the bond skill, so he also becomes less of a liability on the field. So here again we have the Death Saw, we'll be using Torador, we'll be using our Lord skill, and even if we do not completely take care of one wave, we still have Carnelian that is just going to clear up any switcheroos, any mistakes where someone just doesn't die. Here again, once more with the huge true damage. Also, the synergy between, in this case, Praetus, Constance and Alistair is just way too big. You have that constant true damage that you can activate, the damage buff granted through it, and overall, yeah, it's just mad. Not in the sense of the guild, even though they are also mad. Alright, so here we continue on. Just go through the phases, and before we even enter the second phase, we are already at 25,000 blood. Alright, here we are again with the poison stacks. The poison stacks are going to get slightly more, but again, as soon as the second poison stacks hit, we activate Elowin. Just continue on as if nothing happened. Don't forget to cast our ultimates, our Lord skills. And let Elowin's A3 do her thing. Obviously we should also be able to manage through this, even though it looks close without it. But it is just really nice, and it just starts to slowly take pressure off of your healers. There's a reason why, at least at the moment on global, the only two 120k scores have an Elowin above A3. Here we go again with another ult. This one obviously a bit early. I guess we can kind of see now the Carnelian effect. Here we get hit for a casual 26k, which still isn't enough to kill any of our units, because we're still in the second phase, already closing in on 40k. Here we can actually weaken that attack, because why not? Torador is also doing a bit of his knockups if we're lucky, going up to 5 stacks. We didn't even need that stack there, because the boss actually died, or got defeated, vulnerable, made, whatever you want to call it. And then yeah, like I said, it kind of is at the end of the day rather repetitive, because you're pretty much just using the same ultimates at the same time. Because in that combination with Carnelian, with Fercy and with Elowin, you really do not need to be delicate with your timings. You really do not. And like I said, those are kind of like the core. And then whatever you have damage wise, you can pretty much build around them. They are the ones that just ensure that your units aren't dying. And if your units aren't dying, you can obviously start focusing on the DPS. So we'll just continue laying into the boss. Alright, 8%. Let's see who it hits. Alright, not Cornelian, which is obviously a great thing. 4%, 2% left, 1%. Face down, 110,000. Yosh! Alright, now we actually want to pay attention. So here we go with the early poison stacks, 10 of them. Let's see when he brings in the next ones. There we go. Ah, shit. I probably fucked myself there, didn't I? Oh no. I wanted to cleanse it extra early. Alright, back we are once more, and while I did this, I also tried out the auto, and let me tell you, auto works great. Auto does work great up until the point where poison actually becomes a problem. So I would say up until 2 buffs poison phase, auto gets done. Starting from there, you have to really play this yourself, I guess, as a tip for like the coming weeks. But now let's actually do this properly and finish this up. As you can see, we're also below in damage, or a bit lower I believe in comparison to last run, but we just have to play this properly. So acidic venom comes in and then we cleanse. As simple as that. Alright, on we go. We continue applying those invulnerabilities because they might actually be what saves our ass here when it comes to holding out with all these poison stacks ongoing, if we're a bit unlucky with the cleanses from Elowen herself. So there we go with the poisons. We have a 50-second kind of 50-second window that we need to hold out for. Or not 50-second, but 50%. We're referring to Elowen's ult percentage. And here we can see that we have to wait for this acidic venom here. So acidic venom again comes in and we cleanse it. And we just continue going on with our damage. Let's see if we can actually beat him before he does another set of venom, which would obviously be preferable, because then we'll be able to push onward a bit and see where we fail. Okay, once more. But we should still again be able to hold out until Elowen is ready. Unless we get a bit unlucky here. We gotta see. Alright. So far, so people are looking to die. We have the boss down. The poison stacks are still on. And it is really that invulnerability that buys us those crucial few seconds to hold out until Elowen is actually ready. And yeah, there you go, 120,000 done. Let's see where we fail. I'll fast forward time from now. Alright, so this is, I guess, the end. We could have probably held on, we could still change gear a bit more, do everything a bit better and the like, but yeah, I don't really think there's too much of a point to doing so. So how does the damage look, who did how much, and what are we dealing with? So, Arrogance at the very tippity top with a casual 335 million. Lust at 297 million, Praetus at 229 million, Salazar at 200 million, and what's his name, Alistair at 190 million, with then Constance at 2 million healed, Canadian at apparently 656,000 healed, but with a massive invulnerability. Torador with some healing from his own set, tanking 5.5 million damage. 20 million heals from Elowen and only 11 from Percy. Alright, So I guess the last part that some of y'all might still be waiting for is obviously going to be the gearing. How did we gear our units here? Alright, so first off, Praetus. Praetus is running a crap ton of attack, around 320, 310, 315%, over 200 attack speed, 100% crit rate, 140% crit damage. Artifact, obviously the tier of Twilight, a 0. Then we got Alistair. Alistair is in around 280% attack, 200 or almost 300 attack speed, 100% crit rate, 130% extra crit damage, with again the tier of Twilight. Awakening wise, for whatever reason I had him at A1, so he inflicts Radiant Erosion, but that Radiant Erosion really isn't as important in this fight because no one really interacts with it. And we have Constance. Constance is in a very simple build where we have around 320, 330% attack, high attack speed, but the attack speed really doesn't matter all that much because we are actually letting her get blocked by the boss, so we can boost more units. And then we have 51% rage regen, as well as the obelisk that as soon as she gets hit gives her some more rage regen. Canelian is in 1 piece HP bonus, 1 piece attack speed, 1 piece rage regen, and then attack speed, rage regen, HP, attack speed, attack, rage regen. So overall 525 attack, 155% rage regen. And yeah, that's Canadian below 100% attack. Artifact wise, Golden Scarab for that extra rage regen. Elowin. Elowin is in around... Honestly, Elowin's gear could be more towards HP for her to actually survive. So if you wanted to improve something here, give Elowin 1 more piece of HP. But overall, she has around 220, 230% attack, 350 attack speed, 42% rage regen, and Golden Scarab. Toreador. Toreador is in the standard tank. It could be any gear. The gear we've chosen just because it looks fancy is Unshaken Will, where he restores some extra HP every time he gets attacked and gets a bit of an extra HP boost. It's not definitely not needed, and we have some extra rage regen on him, so he can trigger his ult a bit more often. Artifact wise, we just went with a Regal quest, but gearing your tank is going to be the least of your worries here. Then we have A3 Salazar. A3 Salazar coming in at, again, around 280% attack with 200 attack speed, close to 100% crit rate, 140% crit damage, and the Scarlet Hunt. So it's the usual for all characters. It's basically full attack and then some more attack, and then if you guessed it correctly, some more attack. Overall, we do have a decent amount of HP on him, totaling 48,000. Then we get to Lust. Lust, again, HP around 36,000, attack around 300%, 300 attack speed, 100% crit rate, 150% crit damage. Artifact wise, we're dealing with the Wailing Skull, and Awakening, she is at A5, though I don't think you truly need to at A5 to replicate what you see here. Arrogance is at A5, we have him at 37,000 HP, 240% attack, 200 attack speed, 100% crit rate, 150% crit damage, some extra rage regen, and artifact wise the Eye of Mockery at 25, even though you could go with the Ram tier or another Scarlet Hunt rather easily. And then last but not least, we got Fercy. Fercy is in double HP, double HP percent with attack speed and rage regen, some attack percent with attack speed rage regen, and then HP percent attack speed attack, and attack speed HP percent. Artifact wise, he's running a Keen Wisdom for some extra attack. Could have also been something that gives him more rage regen. And yeah, that is overall how you do 120,000 blood. The core is really going to be Fercy, Elowin, Carnelian. Those are like the 3 core units.